Freshness and this texture.
19 and a half minutes, chef. All right, chef, where are we at? What are we making?
So I was thinking going down a little vegetarian route.
Okay.
Sumac and gram masala crusted broccoli.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. So you give me this little par cook,
A little par,
and let it get cool, and then you'll be able to grill or pan saute it.
Yeah.
To just give it that crust that you're looking for.
Yes, chef.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Could you imagine at 22 saying a word like garam masala or sumac?
I mean, it's a really, really smart idea.
Getting the chance to cook in front of Guy Fieri is really an experience, and an experience that most chefs, twice my age don't really get. For the perfect broccoli steak, you want the florets to be nice and charred, and the middle stem to be completely cooked. I'm here in Flavor Town, and I want to be bold and different, so I went the vegetarian route.
I like how my friends are actually treating the broccoli like a piece of meat. I mean, vegetarian cooking is becoming more mainstream.
I love that. I love where the direction is going.
How are we doing, Jeff? What are you doing?
I'm gonna do custard and walnuts.
Right.
The walnut salad is just super old school. Flipping such like a classic dish, it's definitely a challenge. Making a crust with walnuts is a very modern technique because most of the time people only do flour, eggs, and breadcrumbs. The walnuts give the crust really nice new flavor.
All of these steps, cooking is timing. And that's one of the things that they're going to be compromised with the most here is having such little time to do all the steps they know how to do. There's no question they know what they're doing. It's just having enough time to compress all the steps at one time.
I actually have custody of my little sister. She's 11 years old. I'm the one that she looks up to the most. My sister is super proud of me for being here, and I hope this shows her that she could do something like this one day too.
All right, how we looking?
Beautiful, guy, beautiful.
Where we at?
All right, so I'm going to start the apple and celery. Sweat that with a little bit of pancetta. Pancetta is a really salty and fatty type of meat. That's going to go well with the apples and then the celery. I use the walnuts and the ragu to add a different consistency. I really want those ingredients that Guy gave us to cut through and really make it nice. this Waldorf salad. I think that the sauce on the bottom is really, really nice. So you canned the walnuts and then you pureed it with the. That goes really well, and it was a great way to use the mayonnaise.
Amber, what I love is how you actually kept the salad in the dish. I think with the arugula on top, you absolutely nailed that aspect of it.
My favorite thing on this dish is the walnut crust. I love a piece of crusted meat.
If you guys don't know what I'm watching right now,
For
is
me is a little bit over.
Grocery Games.
Thank you. Up next, not to be
Hold it.
outdone. Chef Rochelle, what do you have for us?
I have some stuffed chicken breasts with celery, apple, mayonnaise, cranberries, walnuts, and that chicken breast is crusted in panko and walnuts as well. And then on the bottom we have some cranberry aioli.
As soon as you pull out that stuffing inside your chicken and you mix it with that cranberry mayonnaise, that for me, in this very small bite that I got, was the most Waldorf salad thing I've eaten. I just wish there was more of it.
I love the direction you went with this. I think that making a roulade like this and taking all those beautiful ingredients, the mayonnaise, the apples, and the celery, and putting it inside the chicken was a great idea.
I was really, really excited to get into that cranberry mayonnaise, and I'm glad I did because it's really nice. That reminded me of Waldorf salad instantly.
I think time and technique might have hurt you a little bit because in the final dish, I'm not getting very much apple or celery.
All right, up next, Chef Efren.
So my flip on the Waldorf salad is a pan-seared broccoli steak, lemon black pepper aioli on the bottom. And then on top you'll find celery leaf pesto, celery leaf, green apple, walnuts, pepitas.
I don't like this at all. I don't like it either.
Really? Because I love it.
Don't count it.
Another episode of The Big Bang Theory starts right now on TBS.
No
Previously
body
on The
count.
Big Bang Theory.
Dad, this is Sheldon's mother, Mary. How do you do?
Nice to meet you.
And of course, Mom.
Hello, my hateful shrew.
Hello to you, you wrinkled old bastard.
Wank old bastard.
Hey, just got an email from the U.S. Air Force. I'm just afraid if I respond, then they'll know I got it.
Dude, the minute you open that email, they knew you got it. I mean, they're probably looking at you through the camera right now.
You like what you see, or if you jump over there and check
someone's
out,
following
you're
us.
looking at food real quick, and you're gonna go back.
Let's
Unless
see
you
if he joins
subscribe.
with us.
Why is he turning?
Kinda how
The
Dave-
restaurant's the other way.
Nice.
No, he is that traffic. I
And
think
Fridays,
it's an
you
accident.
well, there is that is middle of the week when we try to introduce you to some incredible special people. Well, that continues tonight. Tonight we join together as we sit down with two gentlemen who have brought together it's called Another Disney Podcast. But you know what? It's far from being another. It should be the other one that's in your playlist. I know you've got Disney Podcast in there. But let me tell you what, it's just like sitting down at an all-you-can-eat buffet at Sanaa. You know what? There's always something good that you can add to your plate. And here's one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time coming in to our channel, it's Brandon, it's Dave, it's the Disney Podcast. They're joining us here. Welcome in, gentlemen. Thank you for coming. When you get here first, I give you the first inclination. So, hey, I give it a little you know. And by the way, thank you for that PayPal.
I think your father's doing unspeakable things.
Whether or not Jesse gets to be around sick, that's me the most.
Somehow now I am stuck with Dave, but
Your parents are old.
we love Disney and you're gonna be like, what about this? It probably could too. It was so nice to find another group of people who were excited or just as excited about something as we were. So I think it just became, and Dave and I talk about this all the time, our love of Disney comes from the memories that come from Disney. It's not necessarily the fact that we go to Disney. Correct. So, you know, we can say every time we went on a trip, there's like a core memory that made that trip awesome. And so that's kind of where my love for Disney comes from. And I think that's what Dave and I share as far as our passion for Disney.
I love that.
What do you think?
Real quick, before I get Dave's
feedback. I want to welcome in Mar in Memphis. Welcome in, Mar. You'll love these guys, Mar. Trust me. I'm glad you're listening and watching. And the Disney Fanatics. There's our good friend over there, Greg, is watching tonight, and he is the other half, as I spoke of, as Florida Fanatics from the Philadelphia area are going into their own channels. Dave and his family, Disney Fanatics, are now up over 100 subscribers. So thank you guys for supporting them and getting them. We're always trying to help people. They were a good channel that are doing two different things now, and we want to help them. Javi, I'll get to your question in a minute, but first, Dave, your love of Disney, where'd it come from?
Yes, so if you remember earlier, I mentioned that I was the grown-up age of 27 years old. And so my first trip was 1979 with my mom and dad. Okay. For those of you who are good at math, you'll figure it out quickly. And we took the camper up there and we stayed at Fort Wilderness. And there aren't a lot of things that I remember about that trip. The one story that I always joked is I've never really been a big fan of like the Jungle Cruise, and there's so much passion and love behind, a lot of different rides at Disney, but that one carries that whole backstory and the folklore, and even though they've changed it recently, but it's still, it's an opening day attraction at Disneyland and an opening day attraction at Disney World, so it's such a big thing, and I never really liked it, and my dad reminded me why, and that was when we rode that in 1979 and the hippos kind of come up out of the water, my dad pretended like he was going to throw me in, and so that is why that ride has scarred me forever, and I was like, that's why I don't like that ride. But yeah, like Brandon, I don't remember much about that first trip, and then, Disney was always a big part. I remember our ring dance. For those of you who don't know what a ring dance is, it's like a junior prom, and that theme that year was the theme song from Aladdin, but I Can Show You a World. And so anyway, our whole theme was that. And then I think the year I graduated high school, Lion King came. And so I've always been all these, I kind of grew up in that rebound of incredible Disney animation that was in that stretch. And so it always stayed tight. But then I don't know how to explain it. I just figured that's a vacation place that you go with your family, right? Your mom and dad take you and it's a great place. I don't know that I thought about it was really for kids. I just never thought dude, we should go do that. And so in 2007, my wife and I was like, let's go to Disney for a weekend.
To the Pete McDevitt show.
And we stayed off property at a townhouse, and then we went and we came back and we were like, oh my gosh, that was incredible. So that was June of 2007. September of 2007, we went for an entire week, stayed on property. Same with our son, he's been on a couple, and so yeah, it's just so cool to go back and look at it through their eyes. We all went and was like, oh man, it was like being a kid again. And then when you take your kids, you look at it completely differently. And so people are always like, how can you go to Disney World every year? And I'm all like, it's never the same. It's never the same. And so in each memory, I have an Amazon device that we won't say her name so she doesn't go off. It plays nothing but pictures of the last 20 years of us going to Disney parks. It's kind of who we are. It's like the pass. That's what we're going to do at least once every year. And so that addiction turned into an annual pass for me. And then, of course, running this Disney network of podcasts. And so, but yeah, it started, as a little 5-year-old, and it kind of never went away.
I love it. Surfball, welcome in. Disney Stranger, welcome in. Great to see you guys. Question from the chat. Have a wonderful day. Says, guys, what is your favorite character and why? We'd like to know.
You go, Brandon.
Oh, I can go. Well, I can split this up kind of in two. So I have a favorite character and I have a favorite princess. So my favorite character, I'm a super Fab Five character, and I think Dave and I are very similar in this character. But my favorite Fab Five character is Goofy. I love Goofy. Anytime I can get a picture with Goofy, or a picture of Goofy, or a pin with Goofy, or anything that has Goofy on it, I'm going to get it. He's just my favorite. He reminds me of me, so that's kind of why I like Goofy. I'm not as tall as him, but other than that, we're both about the same. And then my favorite princess is Ariel. Unabashedly, I will tell anyone, I will wear any Ariel shirt. I will wear, Ariel is my girl. Now, I know it's kind of creepy because in the movie she's 16 and that's kind of weird, but she's still my favorite princess. So, yeah, Goofy and Ariel would be my favorite characters, and it's just, you know, I love the movie The Little Mermaid, and then Goofy reminds me of me.
I love it. I love it. Dave, for you?
Well, it's going to be very boring, Pete, and you're going to find out very quickly why Brandon and I are such good friends. I have always been drawn to Goofy because I've always been a goofball, a cut-up. I try not to ever live my life too seriously, except when I'm angry at my kids. Then it's a big difference in change in attitude. Yes. But yeah, he's always been my guy. I just love the silliness and love just the old classic cartoon. Yeah, and I've always been a classic Disney animation guy, and so like he's a big part of that, obviously. And then Ariel, because yes, in a creepy way, like just like Brandon said, she's just the cutest one. Like she's just my jam. And again, like I love like the music from that movie. I love. It's just been yeah. So that's sorry that we were the different. I can tell you my favorite Star Wars character.
Chewbacca. You're good there. Let me ask you this. First off, all of your social media links are available in the description and body of this video. My moderators have been dropping it throughout the time. But as far as your podcast, is it generally every podcast location? Where can people find it easiest if they want to find your podcast?
Well, I think Apple makes it the easiest to find, but if you just search another Disney podcast across any of the major platforms, you'll find it. I know Apple recently, within the last 6 or 7 months, has released something that they're calling channels, which is great since we have multiple shows. And then what's cool is when you go underneath our channel, you'll see all the different shows that are under our network of shows. But the main ones that are happening, the original show, Another Disney Podcast, is every week, and of course you can find it on Google and Spotify and Apple and gosh, there's so many different. I think they're on. We push them out to like 7. I think 7 different platforms, so it's all the major ones.
So as you're working through this, you transition again. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, guys. My moderators can keep me up to date on where their numbers at. I would love it throughout the night. As you're transitioning this whole thing, you're actually putting your podcast over here to YouTube. So let's talk about what people are going to find over on YouTube when they start coming over to the ADP YouTube page.
Yeah, I think like Dave said, I mean, when you jump to our YouTube page, you're again going to see links to all of our shows. Obviously, we're at youtube.com/Another Disney Podcast. But I think the awesome thing about our YouTube page is that obviously you can see from this, this conversation with us that we like to have fun, we're joking, we have a great time. And I think that truly comes through on a YouTube page where you can see us as opposed to where you're just listening to us. So I think that I love the fact that we do video. Dave does video for a living, so he takes a lot of pride in making our YouTube page look good, making our videos look good, just so that people can kind of welcome us into their household and know what we look like. It's a lot different when you have a video podcast to go along with the audio, because then you can kind of picture, when jokes are made and we're teasing each other, you kind of picture us doing that as opposed to just saying, hey, I wonder what they look like, or, I wonder how they really act with each other. You can kind of really see our personality.
Okay. Well, I love that. So, Dave, let me ask this. You guys are talking, I hope I'm not overstepping, but we're talking about a potential live show at some point on your channel where people will have a chance to interact with you directly, which I think will be huge because they're listening to you on your podcast, and I know they'd like to engage one-on-one, I would think.
Yeah, so one of the things that we talked about, and this is again, gotta go back to Rob. Rob has told us, quite a few times, like, you guys should go live, and the fear is, cool, let's plan this whole live show and nobody shows up, right? I mean, that's always the biggest fear, but we have to be able to. I think it's more of a mental thing, getting to, and this is again. Gotta go back to Rob. Rob has told us, quite a few times, like, you guys should go live, and the fear is, cool, let's plan this whole live show and nobody shows up, right? I mean, that's always the biggest fear, but we have to be able to. I think it's more of a mental thing.
Your family can get sick at any time, which is where Teladoc can help. With Teladoc,
that's also more challenging to get people to buy in. But I think that we've just decided, or I told Brandon, let's be honest, I was like, in 2022, maybe let's just go for it. Let's just do it. And so we'll put together one, we wanted to transition into 2022, see how we like where this was going, getting away from, park
Are you saying that my dad's not good enough for your mom?
And interjecting more about hey, like Brandon said, if you're here for a conference and you got an afternoon, you can go to Magic Kingdom. What are my must-dos, right? And so we have a show talking about that. And then we did a great show recently about a handful of attractions that are awful, but people secretly love them.
So the phrase "your genitals are enjoyed the whole."
I was like, golly, I like half the ones on this list. And so it's the kind of that, it's kind of well, they are pretty bad, but you just love them, and so it was neat to kind of go through that. But yeah, I think we'll just jump in and.
For all you Big Bang fans out there, I'm watching the Big Bang right now. Yeah, I'm giving a big shout out to the people who make Big Bang, all the cast, the whole 9 yards. So, yeah, that's what I'm watching right now. Let me back this up here.
They already are. Got it. So less or equally awkward. Got it.
And let me go to the next one down.
It's a good question, Jim. Don't you think once an astronaut leaves the planet, he's a hero to all the nations of the Earth? Okie dokie. I think I have time for one more question.
No comment on that one, boy.
People felt bad.
Should have never bought him that coloring book that explains Black History Month.
How'd it go with my mother?
It started a little rocky, but I think we got to a good place.
Well done.
Yeah, and when I dropped her off at the hotel, she even gave me a hug.
She think you were choking, or? I'm sorry. That's great. Thank you for spending time with her.
No problem. So listen, I don't know if you have any plans next weekend, but I kind of promised your mom we'd have another wedding ceremony so she could attend this time.
Wait, we're gonna get married again?
Yeah, kind of. And now we can invite our friends and family.
Seems like a lot of trouble for a hug.
It'll be fun. I mean, if your mom was genuinely hurt, we didn't invite her to the first one.
Well, in our defense, it was kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing. And also, we don't like her.
And Quinn, she's your mom. If we can do something to make her happy, why wouldn't we?
I just said why we don't like her.
Hey.
Hey, look, forget about her. Let's do it for us. We can keep it small and informal. This time we can invite our families.
Is your brother out of prison?
Thanks to overcrowding, yeah.
Love it if my dad could come.
Oh, you have to invite him. I haven't seen him since the divorce.
Oh, he's like a different man. He stopped twitching, and I think he grew an inch and a half.
Well, then it's settled. Yay. So funny. I never thought my second marriage would be to you.
State that nearly 14 billion years ago expansion started. Way more years began to cool, the autotrophs began to
You would. No comment. Again. I don't know who's worse. Sheldon? Oh, Sheldon. Well, Sheldon, leave your comments down in the comment section, which is either over there or right there.
And Robert Downey Jr. And now don't get your hopes up, as he's pretty busy. Hey, good news. I just got off the phone with my mother. She is coming to the wedding.
Okay, wait, you're inviting people to our wedding?
Yes, I'm inviting people to our wedding. Yeah, I've already asked Stephen Hawking and Robert Downey Jr. And now don't get your hopes up, as he's pretty busy, but Erno Rubik.
Okay, somebody in the chat explain to me who the hell is what's his name?
Who's Erno Rubik?
Seriously? He invented the Rubik's Cube.
Okay, fine, but why would you invite him to our wedding?
Because despite his fame and fortune, he strikes me as a lonely man.
Well, it's very sweet of you to go to all this trouble for Leonard's mother. Yeah, I'm also doing it for Leonard. I think this could really help their relationship.
How dare you invite your father without consulting me?
Sorry, but I don't think I need your permission to have my father at my wedding.
You do understand our marriage ended because he had an affair.
I know, and there's no excuse for that.
He claimed I was cold, emasculating, and hadn't shown him any physical affection for years.
Well, there's 3 excuses for that.
No comment.
Oh my god. It's working. You sure? Look. The system is maintaining its own stability. The quantum vortex apparatus is now controlling the orientation. You're right. You realize what this means? Yeah. I do. It's proof of concept. We got a workable guidance system. Congratulations. Thanks. Hey, just got an email from the U.S. Air Force. Open it. We request a meeting at your earliest convenience regarding your quantum guidance system provisional patent 62/2951118. That's weird. Is there a window around here we don't know about? I'm sure it's just a coincidence. Yeah, of course. What else could it be? Boy, do I love America!
Thank you for picking me up.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm just gonna fly through the little jibber jabber.
Either way, let's stop and get some garlic.
Huh? Oh, crap.
So, Mary, how have you been? Oh, thank you so much for asking. I've been well, and you?
Very good.
Good.
I don't know what we were worried about. They're getting along great.
Sheldon tells me your husband's coming.
My ex-husband.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't be.
All right.
Chilly.
You can see my breath. We can hear you.
Sorry.
I can't believe I was so naive. The military is just gonna take over the whole project. You know what happens if we object. We disappear. Like off the map. Like every American Idol winner since season 4.
Huh?
I'm Howard, you're overreacting.
Am I? What do you want to bet? Some black ops guy is reprinting my high school yearbook and I'm no longer in it.
What in the goddamn hell?
I'm sorry, you find this funny?
No, I was just thinking about Jurassic World. Boy, that was terrible. No, I was just thinking about Jurassic World.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We have to use the stairs.
When are they going to fix your elevator?
Any day now.
Well, the stairs are fine. Besides, your mother's up there.
Maybe I'll have a heart attack and not have to see her.
Hey, I know things are a little rough with you and Mom, but I'm really glad you're here.
Me too. Should never have had that angioplasty because I feel fine.
Patty's really looking forward to seeing you.
Ah, she's a sweetie. You got a good one there, Leonard.
Thanks, Dad.
How the hell did you do that?
No count. Just a little. If anybody watches that show,
Isn't this nice?
you guys got the joke.
Hey, we're here.
Alfred, thank you for coming.
Back here, Dr. Bam, here, back, bam,
You
bam.
remember Sheldon?
Dr. Hofstadter.
Dr. Cooper,
This is Sheldon's mother, Mary,
how do you do?
Nice to meet you.
and his girlfriend, Amy,
A pleasure.
Hi.
and of course, Mom.
Hello, my hateful shrew.
Hello to you, you wrinkled old bastard.
Ha ha ha! You wrinkled old bastard!
All right, now I'm starting to sense a little tension.
Wrinkled old bastard! Hello, my shrinkled old rouge. Ha ha ha! If any of you watch Big Bang Theory, you guys know what the heck I'm talking about. I don't know who was worse. Leonard's dad or Sheldon? No offense, Big Bang.
All right, you two, don't start. Penny and I are throwing this second wedding for your benefit. He's not.
Guys, come on, we're meeting everyone for dinner.
One second. I'm just afraid if I respond, then they'll know I got it.
Dude, the minute you open that
And you were broke, I wouldn't have made a big deal about the bread.
Huh?
Hey, Penny. What are you talking about? Oh, that was you? Long story. Why don't you go ahead and eat? We're gonna be a while.
Already from Tonawanda.
It's equally awkward, don't it?
Hey, guys, come on
Oh,
in.
thank you.
Morning. Morning.
Hello?
How is everyone today?
Good, and you?
Good, good.
Good.
I'm good too.
Good.
So did you defile my mother or not?
Huh?
You're being rude. Look, if I may, I can assure you, your mother and I did nothing more than share a cab and a conversation.
Did that conversation include the phrase, your genitals are a joy to behold?
Look, I promise.
I got two words for that scenario. No comment. Again. And no comment. Again.
Anyone has ever said that.
Forget that.
I don't know his girlfriend very well.
Yeah.
Or what a joy it is to behold my genitals.
You don't know his girlfriend.
Alright, you guys get settled in and we'll go across the hall and say hi to everyone.
You know, it's hard to believe I've never met Leonard.
Well, he probably buys his illegal drugs from a local vendor.
Not funny, why?
I thought it was really funny. Well, fine. If everyone wants to make jokes about our problems, then I can too. Knock, knock.
Well, nothing happened. It's over. Until we get married a third time, you guys will never have to see each other again.
Well, you know, actually, that's not the case. Mary may visit me in New York.
And he's never been to Texas.
Maybe we meet halfway.
In the Chattahoochee National Forest in Georgia? I can't be the only one that knows that's halfway.
You're not seriously going to visit each other.
And why wouldn't we?
Oh, please, you're just saying this to antagonize me.
Not at all. Mary happens to be a wonderful woman. And if it antagonizes you, that's just a bonus.
Mary, I'm sorry you're nervous.
No, nothing to be sorry about. I genuinely like your father.
But he's a mediocre academic. And according to...
Mediocre guy. Who in the hell would say that?
Beverly, his sexual prowess is subpar. He's basically Leonard with a bigger prostate.
Are you saying that my dad...
Nice to see you again, Dr. Hofstadter. I'm Leonard's friend.
That young man.
Honky honk, badunky donk. Hee-haw, hoo-wah-ha, hee-haw. Hey. Hey. You guys don't know what the hell I'm pounding on? It's a workout bike. Nope. Nope.
And just go.
Segment is brought to you by the Main Street Tree Company. I want to thank our good friends. There's Figment. I've got one here. He didn't bite off my hand. My doctor took it. But this is the bucket. We've got one here. I want to thank my good friend JC Skipper Brian for his mom made this app, and she can be found over on Facebook at it's Kramer's Creative Ears. That's CRAMER. Kramer's Creative Ears over on Facebook. She made these. This is so cool. And on the back here, let me put Figment down. If I drop him and break him, Preston, I think, can sue me or something. It's stuff like that. But she made these ears. They've got my show and Come Join the Chaos on the back. It was so nice of them. I wanted to acknowledge them in the mail segment real quick. All right, jump back in and finish this so I can come back in and close out the show with my guest. I started out the show earlier as we're trying to help some people. I reminded you that our good friends Live in the Magic. It's the Jackley family. They're trying to get up to 100 subscribers. Moderators, if you would again drop that link. Yadi, I know you were dropping it earlier. If you could drop it again, we'd love to see them get over 100 subscribers as well so that they can lock down their YouTube channel name. Again, Calvin is just amazing. Looking forward to my long-standing friendship with him. But first, I want to do something for him. for the magic he brings us and get them over 100 on their channel. All right, drop back down here. I'm jumping too quick on the screen, and wasn't used to switching back and forth. Give me 1 second to flip in here. It gives you more time to find Kellen and all he's doing over there. Okay, let's talk about the Race for 100K and knock this out. Race for 100K is brought to you.
Hello everyone, it's Chris with Disney Dynamics. We bring you tons of Disney content with a little bit of humor. My mom thinks I'm funny anyways. 4K unboxings of Disney merch and promo codes to save you money. We bring you live to Disney parks, and then after the sun goes down, we head to Disney After Dark, where we mix Disney-inspired drinks and have slightly inappropriate conversations with our Disney friends. If that sounds good to you, you're just the right amount of weird to fit right in. That's Disney Dynamics, spelled with a K for some reason.
All right, so the race is brought to you by Disney Dynamics. Our good friend Chris, he's amazing over there. Numbers changed for everybody this week. Not a lot of jumping around, but everybody, literally every channel saw growth this week. That doesn't happen all the time. Panda's up to 99.3. He's 700 away now. He grew 300 subscribers this past week. I'm very happy for that. These are our top three. Next round pretty much stays the same. I'm not going to dive into them. 73 down to 42. Again, all their numbers went up. Congratulations to everybody there. But the general order stayed the same. Same thing through here. General order stayed the same. Tanya, Nick, everybody, they all picked up a little bit. The only change we saw was Leg Life jumped up 2 spots to take over Lou Mongello. So they've got some fireworks right there behind their channel. That is an actual firework from Magic Kingdom. That picture that I took, that's what we do when somebody takes over a spot in the race. So the one thing we did have, I should point out up here, is LBV TV Disney, and I just noticed that I made that mistake, and I will fix that for later. LBV TV Disney is now up to 17.7. I'll get their logo in after this thing. I did that right before the show. Ryan dropped down because LBV passed. They should have fireworks. Congratulations to them. All the way down to 11 with Mouse Talk. Incredible creators right there in the race. Dropping down 10.6 down to 7.9. Congratulations to Magical Meg. She jumped up a couple spots to overtake Chasing Breeze with Mike. We've got 4 creators right there on the verge of 10,000 subscribers. Can't wait to celebrate that number with those guys very shortly. 7.5 down to 5.9. Again, everybody grew. Every channel grew. The race pretty much stayed the same. They're kind of staying in the pack there. So we're excited there for that on that avenue. Wonders of the Magic all the way down to Myers and the Mouse. Myers jumped up from the other page, taking over some people to 4.21. They're moving up in the race now. They're broadcasting consistently. And again, some great channels in here. Partner channels like Go With That and all in there. And then the back end of the race is Rock Buzz hanging out right there at the top of that board. Steve's rolling all the way down to the Orlando guy who's got some fireworks again. Congratulations to all these channels on their success. Every week we recognize, we congratulate those people that have had success. If you're not sharing your success with us, shame on you. We want to tell everybody about it, and you're sitting there quietly. Casey's Corner of the World would like to recognize 50,000 views over on the FB network. 50,000. Every time you hit a number of 50, we will recognize you. 50, 100, and so on. Let us know so we can share it out. Congratulations to Irresistibly Disney. They went over 1,000 subscribers last Friday night on our channel. They broadcast to the park and do a good job. Congratulations over there, my friend. Attractions Live out of California. She just went over 6K, just went over 6,000 on her channel as well. Finishing up before I bring my guest in, I want to remind you of just the simple factors of, hey, what's going on? Next week, sitting right here, next Wednesday night, there's going to be a candlestick maker. Well, actually, he's more like Mixoplick, causing problems, but we love him still, none of that. But he'll be sitting in the chair. It's the baker coming to the channel. Our next Sunday show will be the 6th of February, where we go off the wall with Dad Got Parks. That's due to football challenges on program. Check out these channels throughout the week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. These are special people in my life that have supported us during the toughest times of our life during my medical challenge. Did a lot for my family, so I put up their channels and their recognition as a thank you to them to help them grow. This is not a monetized segment. I remind everybody every time. These people are in there for that reason. Finally, before I bring my guest back, I want to remind everybody of the inductions that just happened in December into our Disney YouTube Recognition Hall of Fame. These people were voted into the virtual hall, numbers 86 up to 120. You see their names on the board because they've earned it. The people in the community voted them stand out above all for things that they do. Some incredible people, some incredible channels in there. And we got another one coming up. It's coming here very soon. It's going to be the Marvel segment with villains. Villains segment is coming in the spring, and we'll talk more about that on Friday night here. And I should remind everybody else also, Friday night when we talk more about that, I'll just go with the short screen for a second. Friday night, when we remind people about that, we should also tell you that we have a major announcement for our channel. We have a big partnership that we have just signed off on today, and we've got something huge coming. Chris and I will be announcing it. I'm excessively proud of what we'll be announcing Friday night, so please make sure you come in and check it out. All right, let's share the screen over and talk about, again, my guests we're going to finish off tonight are the gentlemen from ADP. That's kind of like, you know, I used to have a DDP soundbite. I guess I got one from ADP. It's Brandon, it's Dave. They're another Disney podcast. It should say, honestly, another special Disney podcast, because these guys are really good at what they do. And again, impressions found from them on their podcast site, on their website. You can find them on Instagram.
And B, that we're just still doing this. Like, I love that Brandon has jumped in. Like, it's funny, like, the two guys, it just worked when we started because they were local. And it never hit me like, why not Brandon? We have so much ties. And, like, Brandon actually shared with me today, a couple hours ago, like, it was our 12th anniversary, like, Facebook friendship. Is that what that was?
This is another Disney podcast production.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to our 1-year anniversary show of another Disney podcast. That is right, everybody. 1 year ago in January, this podcast started, and I wasn't here for the 1 year or the beginning, but we have some of the people with us who were. We're going to call them the OGs. Let's bring them in, because I want to say hi to these people. Oh my goodness, it is Ryan. Ryan is back.
The reveal was not spectacular if you were on audio.
It probably wasn't,
yeah, and they're like, I don't know what's happening. So if you haven't listened from episode 1 or jumped in whenever you found us and did not decide to go back to episode 1, Ryan, who was with us on the show, was one of the 3 of us that started this podcast.
Yeah. It's really weird to think about, like, time and perception, and it feels like it was 3 years ago.
Wow.
I saw a meme, what is it? You know, the whole, like, Bernie Sanders when he's, like, sitting with his little oven mitts? I saw a meme that was like, hey, just in case you didn't feel like this was a long year, this was not even 12 months ago.
Oh, gosh.
I did see that meme, and I was like, wow, that really does make me feel old.
Time truly is relative.
Not as old as Bernie. So let's go back to the beginning, because it was literally like over the holidays, about middle of December, we really started plowing through and figuring out. Talk about some of the longest things it took to get, and it's not stuff you would think.
Hours, and we'll be arriving and landing and touching.
This is another Disney
It is really, really slow moving.
I'm coming back, folks. I'm coming. Well, we're up to 57 minutes streaming.
my family.
Dun dun dun! That doesn't get old. That one's over with.
Well, that Sheldon is a bit peculiar. Is he? I never noticed.
Reminds me of that turkey we had who drowned looking up at the rain.
Cops, be cool.
In the Big Bang Theory.
Dun 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 dun. I didn't want to hear all that military stuff.
What's wrong? This guy from the office just congratulated me on being pregnant.
You did already know, right?
No, the office did. Did you tell anyone?
No, you told me not to.
I bet it was Barbara Chen and retrovirus. She might have heard me throwing up one morning. Ever since she got the hearing aid, she thinks she's so great.
Why don't you want anyone to know?
Because I'm up for a major immunotherapy study, and if they find out I'm pregnant, they might give it to someone else.
Would they really do that?
I know they would. They did it to Barbara Chen last year when I told everyone she was pregnant.
Wait till I Snapchat that my friends might be working on a top secret government project.
Are you crazy? You can't put that on Snapchat.
Fine, I'll put it on Facebook like a caveman.
You know, maybe before our meeting we should talk to a lawyer. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, you must have someone in your family that's a lawyer.
Why? Because I'm Jewish? It's like me saying, hey, you're Indian. Doesn't your cousin work in a call center?
My cousin does work in a call center.
And my cousin's a lawyer.
We don't need Howard's cousin. We have me.
You're not a lawyer, Sheldon. You're just a know-it-all.
I am not a know-it-all. I'm a person who knows lots of things and likes to correct other people when they're wrong.
That's the definition of being a know-it-all.
Or in German, a Besserwisser.
Somebody, please.
How did you think you were going to hide your pregnancy? I had a plan. I kept leaving Dunbar wrappers around to explain any weight gain.
Where did you get empty Dove Bar wrappers?
From all the Dove bars I ate. I'm pregnant. Try to keep up. I'm sorry. I have to go find out if my boss knows.
Well, whatever happens, we're here for you.
Thanks, you guys are the best.
Okay, drive safe. We love you. And give us a call.
Oh my god, it was me. I'm the one who blabbed she's pregnant.
What? I didn't think you would just slip down in front of her assistant one day. I feel like,
no! Here's your car, honey. That's such a cute jacket.
I feel so bad. I just lied to her. But you did it so well. That's amazing. It's like watching a sculptor, but your clay was lies.
Is that really what's important right now?
Seriously, you have got to let me scan your brain when you're being dishonest so I can see what lights up.
This is super helpful, Amy. Thanks a lot. I can't wait to do that.
See a clump of bitch cells lighting up from here.
Thanks a lot, Amy.
Give me a second to call my cousin.
I don't see how a tax lawyer from Fort Lauderdale could be helpful regarding intellectual property.
First of all, he's in Boca Raton, which is better than Fort Lauderdale. But more importantly, he lasted 2 days on Jeopardy, so he's clearly a smart guy. Hello? Hey, Marty. Thanks for talking to us.
No problem. Thanks for going to outer space, so no matter what I do, my mom will be disappointed in me.
Marty, let me call you back.
Someday when I'm up on murder charges, you'll be hearing from me.
You don't need him. I'll represent you.
Hi. Hey, what brings you by?
I had to go to a sales seminar on our new sleeping pill.
Oh, how was it?
Great.
Fell asleep?
In like 2 minutes. So how's everything going around here? Are you still upset about people finding out you're pregnant?
I'm furious.
Sure. Did you ever figure out who told?
No. I confronted Barbara Chen, but she claimed she'd know what I was talking about.
Well, I guess it's just gonna remain a mystery. You know, like whatever happened in that seminar after they dimmed the lights.
Had to be Barbara. trying to figure out a way to get back to her. Do you think using her work computer to Google how to be a prostitute is over the line?
You know, when I was in high school, there was this girl who was talking about me behind my back. So me and all my friends, we cornered her in the bathroom and...
Okay. A quick question. Am I allowed to exchange pleasantries upon meeting this colonel?
Yes.
Am I allowed to inform him that Colonel Sanders was never actually in the military?
I'm getting enraged.
Oh, can I use text-to-speech software?
No, don't speak.
Aw, nuts. Gentlemen, I'm Colonel Williams. Thank you for meeting with me. Hello. So, which one of you is the brain?
Here comes the ass whooping, boys and girls. Pardon my French. I don't want to hear all the jibber jabber.
And because of the quantum vortices, this can run perpetually?
Exactly. Yeah, you have a good grasp of the physics.
Well, I'm a scientist by training.
Really? You're a physicist?
Better. I'm an engineer.
Where did you go to school?
MIT. Well, hey, me too. I should have known behind every great invention's an MIT mind.
Oh, God. I don't know who this was. Sheldon, or Leonard. I mean, no. This, can't think of his damn name now. Having a brain freeze, folks. Howard.
Done in 4 months.
Bush.
Hi. Howard told me you were working late, so I brought dinner.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I just wanted to get some work done without people congratulating me about the baby every 5 minutes.
I spent my day alone in the lab waiting for a rat to die of anthrax.
Did you come here to bring me dinner or to gloat?
Well, I came to see how you were feeling, but I'm guessing still angry.
I'm sorry. My boss wants to meet with me and I'm stressing.
You really think they're going to start treating you differently?
Are you kidding? I've always been treated differently. Look at me. Listen to me. I mean, the first thought when you see me isn't, that's a scientist. It's, I wonder if her mommy knows where she is.
I am really regretting that I got you a Happy Meal.
I worked so hard to get where I am, and I don't want to get sent back to square one because I'm pregnant.
I understand how you feel.
Thank you.
I wish there was some way I could make it better.
Well, you brought me french fries. That's a start.
Actually, I got you apple slices because you're pregnant. Hi.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Oh, Leonard's mad at me, so I'm making him lemon bars.
Does he even like lemon bars?
Not really. But I'm mad at him too, so lemon bars it is.
Something happened at the meeting?
They made me promise I wouldn't talk.
And you talked?
Wouldn't I? See, you knew what was going to happen. Why didn't they? Anyway, now we're committed to completing this project in a ridiculously short time frame, and everyone's upset with me.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Bernadette's mad at me too.
If it makes you feel any better, a parasitoid wasp known as Ubius depressus has been rediscovered after 101 years of presumed extinction.
Why would that make me feel better?
Why would your Bernadette thing make me feel better? At least mine was educational.
Okay. Never mind.
Look, I'm sorry. Tell me why Bernadette is upset with you.
I told people at work that she's pregnant. She wasn't ready for them to know.
Why would you do that?
Well, it just slipped out. I feel terrible.
See, that's exactly what happened to me. Except that I said it on purpose and I have no regrets.
That's why I call him a dumber.
Get this done in 2 months?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Which means I won't be able to make Penny breakfast every day, and she'll realize my brioche French toast was the only thing keeping her in the marriage.
I love your French toast.
Oh, thanks, man.
So why did you guys even agree to the deadline?
We didn't. Sheldon did.
And you just let him?
Well, the colonel said it was for the good of the country, and the funding is substantial.
But mostly there was an awkward pause, and I broke it by saying, okay.
So I guess I won't be seeing you guys for a while.
Well, looks like it.
Wow. You're going off to work with the military, leaving me behind. Now I know how all those army wives feel.
Ah!
If you stop, we're just going to be on the other side of campus.
And right here.
You're a deeply silly man.
He is so afraid of his feelings.
Oh, hi.
Got a minute?
Yeah, come on in.
Wanted to apologize. You know what you did was an accident.
Oh, thank you. And I'm sorry I lied about it.
For what it's worth, you're a great liar.
Oh, that's what Amy said. So what's going on with the research project? Are they going to let you run it?
My boss said he hadn't decided yet, so I gently reminded him that he's an old rich white guy and I'm a sweet little pregnant lady who's not afraid to cry in front of a jury.
You threatened to sue?
Hey, I learned a long time ago when you're 4 feet 11 and eye level with every guy's crotch, that's where you munch.
That's funny. I learned something totally different.
4'11".
You know what? It's just a research project. The most important job in the world is going to be raising this child. It's all I need to give my life meaning.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
You believe me? Oh, good. 11 more chumps like you will have the jury eaten out of my hand.
I never realized this building was classified.
Maybe that's because it's classified.
Wish we weren't so far from my parking space.
The way you put away those lemon bars, perhaps that's a good thing.
I'd like to reinstate the you not talking rule.
Why? It clearly doesn't work. I guess this is it.
Is that a retinal stare?
Let's find out.
Howard Wolowitz, access granted.
No! My turn, my turn.
Leonard Hofstetter,
Peace. See you guys in the next one. Which is a few days from now. I don't know when I'm gonna go live, but I'll go live. To bring you guys up to speed of what the hell happened.
Run some more simulations on the cooling system?
Sure. Still figuring out the thermoacoustic expander.
Now, while you do that, I am going to pump cerebral spinal fluid through my brain cells to...
Right back. All new Tuesdays at 9 on TBS and the app.
I had a bad dream. My best friend became a tyrant and forced me to stay up all night to work.
I had a good dream that when I carried you to bed, I let your head hit the wall and I laughed.
Good morning.
What is this?
Well, we didn't see you last night. We're not going to see you today, so we thought we could have breakfast together.
Oh, that is so nice.
Ow, it does hurt.
What are you guys going to do today?
Well, Sheldon was supposed to go to this party with me this afternoon, but I don't think that's happening.
Oh, that was never happening.
I'll go. I like a party. Well, to be honest, it's not like a party. It's more like a gathering where scientists of different disciplines get together to share their work and keep current on what's going on in other fields. I don't know why I called it a party. Sorry.
That's okay. I'll still go.
You don't think you'll be bored?
I'll have some wine and listen to people go on about crap I don't understand. And
Hey, kid.
I don't even know where to begin.
Gentlemen, I am ready to work. To quote The Martian, let's science the feces out of this. And that's the Martian that looked at the Martian in the movie, not Marvin the Martian. Although, to quote Marvin the Martian, I claim this planet in the name of Mars.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fantastic. Never been better. I had my first energy drink, and I feel great. Hey, you guys want to wrestle? We could arm, thumb, mud, sumo. Nah, we're not fat enough. We're wearing diapers.
You wanted him awake.
You wanted him awake.
62
Train. I think. Let me take my iPad for a second. Ugh. Some bitch. Now you don't hear me about 5 minutes. Let me check my own train. Huh. Back. Oh, I don't know who's worse, folks. Sheldon or Sheldon? I don't know which chair is comfier, this exercise bike or that chair.
If you need a power play for them, you make the sack, the sack board, the puck going on, recovery by the Adam Duncan for the net. Oh, great pursuit with the Ducks. Won the rear, but they missed the net around the. Now Toronto's coming at 2 versus 1. Spencer with.
I'm not aware of that. Oh, Roger, out, right. Blacksmith, 6, ready to check over. 6, Blacksmith.
You booked a sunny Verbo ski chalet with endless views of snow-covered peaks.
She's beautiful. Does she like other dogs?
No, not really. No!
November 1965, the Ia Valley of Vietnam, a place our country does not remember and a war does not understand.
I'm just watching
Stories
something.
and testimonies of the Americans who died in the Valley of Death, and a tribute to the young men of the People's Army of Vietnam who died by our hand in that place. Bulletproof Mobile 100 would be the same Central Highlands of Vietnam, where we would go 11 years later.
Vous voyez quelque chose? Ah, mon capitaine. Ce d'herbe. Chaleur. Ce pays.
Chúng ta có bắt giữ tù binh không? Không. Giết sạch bọn chúng. Và không cho chúng ta đi nữa.
Maybe the story came from America. When the Army first realized that the kind of war was coming its way.
White House anticipates a buildup from once a victory over cavemen in black pajamas. We wouldn't be there if they hadn't already beaten the French army. French army? What's that? The problem in Vietnam is terrain. Jungles, mountains, rivers, maneuvers, a nightmare. That's why we came up with a plan to use helicopters, leap in and out of battle. They want you to run the test on the idea. Looks like a hell of a combat leader. I know a young light colonel named Hal Moore. He led a combat company in Korea. After that, he volunteered to test experimental parachutes. Experimental parachutes? Sounds like just the guy. Hey, how about we go back to bingo? What do you say? Bingo! Tom, what you know about our new colonel? He was in Korea, has a master's in international relations from Harvard. He's not one of those academic ones. Hal Moore?